Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Garixdover with Reps of Athletics, and today I want to share with you guys the 10 things I wish I knew when I started training. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Let's go. Alright guys, so the first tip I'm going to give you guys is do not look for a quick fix. That is one of the things that I find most people get caught up in. They think that it's gonna happen overnight. They think that these things will be very quick, because at the start, don't get it twisted, there are some things that will happen a lot faster as you begin your fitness journey. Things will seem a lot more quicker and rapid than they do later on in years. So at the start, you will see a significant increase gains in size, in fat loss, whatever your journey is. You will see a definite leapfrog effect. But don't get confused, this is not going to last forever. It does slow down and it does get harder and harder and harder to maintain and grow and get those gains. So don't look for the quick fix and don't expect it to be overnight. Take your time, really have patience, and enjoy the process. This is one thing that I can't stress enough, because when I started out, I started seeing results really quick, just for the fact that I was always into sports, always athletic and everything. And when you do start out, these do come a little quicker. So I started noticing I put on quite a bit of weight in that first year of actually training, and then since then it's kind of dialed back with the same intensity, if not more. So just food for thought, don't expect it to happen overnight. Be patient and trust the process. Okay, so number 2, my second tip. A lot of people think it's very, very hard to lose fat. It is one of the easier things that you can do. Now, there's no real way to target where the fat is lost. There's no way that you can lose fat without being in a calorie deficit of some sort, whether it's a keto diet, this diet, macro diet, the other diet, whatever you want to do, it's gotta be in a calorie deficit from your maintenance. So if you don't know your macro numbers, if you don't even know where to begin, this could be very difficult. I would suggest talking to someone who knows, really figuring out where your macros are and finding out what your maintenance is for your body type, because everybody is different. So I would suggest finding out your number and taking off anywhere from 200 to 500, depends how aggressive an approach you want to go, from your total amount of calories, and really stick to that, and that's how you will see the most fat loss. Now there's a whole bunch of other numbers that can, play in parts if you're trying to do other goals, but specifically for fat loss, you have to be in a calorie deficit. So don't expect that again to be overnight, but losing fat is one of the easier things to do. You just need to be in a calorie deficit. So don't overthink things. Some things can be super simple, and that is number 2. That is my second tip. Okay guys, so my third tip is I want you to know that it's very hard to actually gain lean muscle mass of any sort. Whether you're spot training or you're just overall wanting your whole body to have some muscle mass, it is very hard. It's one of the toughest things to do in this whole fitness game, and it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of work to not only build it, but maintain it and hold on to it. So I just want you guys to know, again, this is a process. It's going to take time. You're going to have to fall in love with this. It's going to be something that's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to stay. Once you have it, it's not like you've earned it for life. You got to earn it every day, and it comes down to your genetics. It comes down to the food you eat. It comes down to the way you train and how your body trains and how it reacts to it. So there's a lot of factors and variables that play into the actual gaining muscle mass part of your entire fitness journey. So what I would suggest to aid with this is, 1, again, slow it down and trust the process and enjoy it. But understand how your body works, and if you need to, hire a coach that may be able to point you in the right direction. Maybe talk to a few people that, per se, if you don't want to get a coach, will help you to be able to talk and figure out what is good for your body, because everyone's different in every which way, shape, or form. You have different goals, you have a different schedule, you have different foods you like, don't like, things you can eat, things you, so everything plays a huge role, and especially your genetics. I know I touched on that a little earlier, but genetics would be a huge part in anyone's body mass build and the shape of their body. So it plays a huge role when you're trying to build muscle. So what I want you guys to take away from this tip is that building muscle is very hard. Do not get discouraged. Stay on point, and after multiple months, weeks, you will see the results you're looking for. Trust me, and enjoy the process. Okay, so tip number 4, and this is very important. I've slightly touched on it already, but it's know your body and know how to train and do it smart, because bench pressing won't blow up your chest as it could at this guy's chest, or it might not do this guy as it does that guy. However, You need to understand your body and what exercise and movements are really going to help you and your goals and get you there. So whether it's, again, talking to a coach, whether it's talking to a friend, you need to understand what's going to be best for your body and understand that this will be a learning curve. From the start to a few years in will be lots of learning, lots of understanding of how your body works compared to other people's. Yes, you can look online, find these things up on YouTube, Google, whatever, but it's not tailored to your body. So you need to experiment, see what works, what doesn't, what your body reacts to, how it reacts, if it reacts. There's a whole lot of variables when it comes to this, but again, I need you to understand this is a process. You need to enjoy it, love it, know what your body needs, and do that to the best of your ability. Okay, tip number 5, and this is super important for you guys to know and understand, is there's no magic supplement, there's no magic pill, there's no formula that's going to make you grow overnight. Steroids at best would be the closest thing to that, and again, those even aren't overnight. There's a lot of other things, variables that play into steroids as well, so I'd steer you away from that. But even going into your local supplement store, whatever it is, there's no magic supplement that's going to make you skinny. There's no magic pill that's going to make you large. There's no you got to put in the work regardless. No matter, even if you do take steroids or the hardest of hard supplement out there, you still got to put in that work. So regardless if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do this and it's going to happen, no dice. You got to really understand that it's going to take time, effort, and slow progression, and over time getting better and better and better. Like I've been preaching this entire video, trust the process and fall in love with it, because it's not gonna happen overnight. So I need you guys to understand, again, there's no magic supplement, no magic pill that's gonna do this for you. My 6th tip is to really understand that. However, if you are looking for great supplements and guys who know a lot about supplements and everything you need, hit up Gorilla Jacks. Those guys know their shit inside and out. They will help you. They got the best deals in the city, in Winnipeg to be exact. Super friendly, knowledgeable staff. The boys there are very cool. So hit them up, gorillajacks.com. You can even check them out there. But I think that, I can't remember the exact address, but they're on Main Street, the bright orange building. You cannot miss it. So check them out for all your needs. They are the shit. So let's go. My 7th tip is to stop comparing yourself to other people. I'm guilty for this. I know many people who are guilty for this, but it's key that you stop, because this will destroy you. This will tear you down. This will stop you from seeing the progress. And a lot of it's a mental game that really affects you in the gym as well. So you really need to be telling yourself that it's you against you. It's you against the person in the mirror. It's nothing to do with the outside. As much as bodybuilding can be a competitive sport and you're trying to be bigger than the next guy, that's on stage. If you aren't hitting the stage, I wouldn't worry about it. And if you are hitting the stage, I'd only worry about it come stage time. Because as long as you're putting in the work and you're getting better and better and better every day or every week or every month even, there's not much more you can do except progress from where you are. So if you're taking lots of rest days, if you're not eating right, yes, there are some places you can improve, but again, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people. You should just compare yourself to your former self from yesterday and try and get better and build upon that every single day. And that is my 7th tip. My 8th tip ties into everything I was saying, is don't have an ego. Train for yourself. Do it because you want to. Do it because you love it. Do not train because someone else thinks it's cool, because you'll never see the results you want, and you'll be wasting time, and it'll leave you feeling very empty, because there's no fulfillment in doing it for someone else. This is a very personal gains. This is very, like I say, it's super personal to the fact that it's your body, it's what you're eating, it's what you can discipline yourself to not do. It's a lot of variables, like I'm constantly preaching. There's a lot of things that go into it, but one of the things is you got to kick your ego at the door. That's my 8th tip to you guys, that you got to step up into the gym and forget everyone's there, forget even what you're thinking about yourself, and just go in and train for yourself to get better than you were yesterday and really progress and push forward for yourself and for no one but yourself. And that is the 8th tip that I'll give you guys, and that's probably one of the most important ones. So take that home, write that down, keep that in the front of your brain, whatever you got to do, because ego's got to go. They got to be checked out at the door, or you're going to, one, hurt yourself, embarrass yourself, or just not find fulfillment in your training, and you're gonna hate your fitness journey. So kick your ego out the door. That's tip 8. Number 9, this is a very crucial tip, and I tell all of my clients because I find this in a lot of them. Do not undereat. Undereating is one of the worst things you can do, as opposed to overeating. But a lot of people think, okay, I want to get fit, I want to be skinny, so I'm gonna eat next to nothing, and that is gonna kill you, because what your body is seeing then is okay, I get nutrients and I get the things I need barely ever. So the things you are putting on in your body, it's gonna wanna hold on to. And it's gonna wanna hold on to them for a lot longer because it's not getting them for a number of hours and it doesn't know when it's gonna see those nutrients next. So what your body does is it wants to hold on to them. And as you hold on to them, you start to store stuff, you start to grow fat, you start to produce all these things that you don't want, and you'll see a negative effect as opposed to eating properly and going towards your goals. So skipping breakfast, having some junk food during the day or fast food, and then maybe if you live with your family, whatever, having whatever mom cooks up at the end of the day, that's not gonna cut it. Especially if you're working, if you're going to school, if you're an active person who plays sports or anything like that, you're gonna need to be eating a lot more than a person who's not as active. And you need to take your lifestyle into consideration, and you can't out-train a bad diet. So if you're under eating, it's just as bad, if not worse, as overeating. So that's my 9th tip for you guys, is watch what you're eating, really focus on the diet, and do not undereat. This is one mistake that I did when I started out, and I was constantly skinny fat. And that's basically where you're holding on and retaining fats and stuff, but you're still overall skinny, but you've got no muscle mass. I mean, I did, but I had minimal muscle mass because I didn't have high proteins. I was always burning everything that I did have, because any energy I would have from the food would get burned because it's the only thing I have. And then everything else would get stored as fats because my body, again, did not know when it was going to see it next. So tip number 9, do not undereat. And tip number 10, this is the final and probably the most important tip for you guys on your fitness journey. 10 things I wish I knew when I was getting into fitness. And right now, the 10th one that I'm going to give you guys is this. My brand, Reps Up Athletics, is doing a huge giveaway right now. We're giving away 1 month to 2 lucky people. So 1 month of online coaching, the full works, man. You're getting 24/7 communication, email or text, calls even. You're getting my full support, a full diet plan, full workout plan, and adjustments along the entire way with weekly check-ins and progress reports. So we're going way in depth to get you guys back into shape for the gyms as they all start opening up on June 1st. So there's a huge giveaway on our Instagram page just right now. You can go check it out. But my 10th tip to you guys is Reps Up Athletics coaching will help you succeed in your goals. We have the knowledge, we have the skills, we have everything that you possibly need to get you to your fitness goals, and we will push you, we will motivate you, we will get you there, because your results are our results. At the end of the day, make muscles, not excuses. Let's get you to the best shape of your life, and let's get you to reach those goals, because that's what I want for all of my clients. It sparks me to see you guys win. So my 10th tip, repsupathletics.com. You can check us out. We're having a huge giveaway going on right now. Much love. Hope you guys enjoyed my 10 tips to what I wish I knew. I was very brief. I can go into detail a little bit more on each one of these points if you guys want. If so, comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you guys have anything to add, I can always do a new video, so please comment that below as well. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, show me some love, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love. Peace.
Niggas be talking like this shit easy or something, you heard me?
They do.
Nah, nigga, I make this shit look easy, you heard me?
See, sometimes people think they can be you better than you can be you. Every time they tell you, I'm gonna beat you the fuck back up, nigga. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got ass loving when it bounced back.